Bitcoin is falling down below support right now. So should we start to get worried? And is Bitcoin about to go even lower? Or is right now not the time to be panicking and actually the time to be buying? Well, we need to be talking about that exactly. Because yes, this is looking very dangerous, but at the same time, I do not think you should be getting fooled. We are getting many signals all pointing in towards the same direction. So we need to be talking about that exactly. So make sure to push up the like button. Can we once again smash it back above the 200 likes? That would be absolutely amazing. And as always, let's have a look into what's it short term. And yes, I am still sitting in my Bitcoin long position. I am not going to be closing it. And I do actually think that anytime soon, I am going to be expecting a bounce. Now, first of all, we are trading inside of a weekend. So yes, as usual, volatility is likely going to be lower. And we are just going to be likely consolidating at around our CME close price, which in this case is sitting at that 63.7k level. So consolidation at around this level is going to be very likely. So a little bit of a brief bounce is going to be likely. Otherwise, we are going to be creating this CME gap, and then beginning next week, an even bigger bounce is going to be even more likely. So yes, in the short term, it is actually looking like we are going to be getting a little bit of a bounce anytime soon. Now, the thing that is really a little bit worrying me in the short term is that we are falling down below this level of support. Now, you could easily just redraw this a little bit different. And in this case right here, we are still getting supported. Like we are having many touch points right here, right here, right here, and right now, maybe even right now as well. But in my opinion, having a look into what's the previous resistance and support, definitely we are falling down below it right now. And this has been the most important level to hold, which we are falling down below right now. Definitely not looking good for the short term. But what is looking good is that we are forming this falling wedge structure in the short term, and this is indicating a short-term reversal signal. I mean, I've literally seen like 90% of these falling wedges actually breaking out towards the upside, and at least see a minor bounce towards the upside. So pretty likely we are going to be once again breaking this one out towards the upside and see that little bit of a short-term bounce. But yes, in the short term, I know it's pretty hard because literally every single time we look a little bit bullish, well, Bitcoin just dumps even further towards the downside. And it is very hard, it is very painful to actually be buying up the dip. But I definitely do think that for the longer term, it is going to be very much worth it. Maybe in the short term, we are just invalidating every single bullish signal, but definitely for the longer term, we are looking very bullish. I'm very convinced that in the longer term, we are going to be seeing another move towards the upside being created. We are just in a very bullish consolidation on that weekly time frame, or yeah, on that 3-day time frame. The Bitcoin funding rates are trading very low, and I've been talking about all of this many times. Of course, liquidity is building up on the top side, so for the longer term, I just know it is going to be very likely that we are going to be seeing another push towards the upside. Just for the short term, it is just a little bit painful. And yes, I know how it feels. Literally, I am in the game myself as well with this Bitcoin trade. I have literally opened this position back around right here and rode it in towards these profits over here, rode it back down, and yeah, each and every single time I've seen this position coming in a big loss, in a big profit. But I'm sure that in the end of the day, in a couple of weeks, we are going to be seeing another push towards the upside being created. That is where I'm going to be aiming for. And yes, in the short term, Bitcoin is just fooling a lot of people, but this is actually going to be the period where a lot of people will be shaken out, and that is exactly what the market wants. They want you to be shaken out right now during this period, but that is why I'm saying do not lose focus right now. In the longer term, have a look into what's a bigger picture, then we're just going to be headed even further towards the upside. That's where I'm having a look into it. So guys, if you are going to be getting interested in trading yourself as well, make sure to check out that link down below, because you can right now be claiming this $2,000 trade over on Bybit. On top of that, you are going to be eligible for a $40,000 deposit bonus. So make sure to check out that first link down below. And if Bybit is not going to be available in your country, make sure to check out Femex or Deepcoin. And there you can also be trading over there and grab these insane bonuses as well. But anyways, yes, talking about my own leverage trade, well, I do not think I'm going to be getting liquidated, because I do think that we have seen our bottom already. And if we have not seen our bottom already, we are just very close. Of course, during this bull market, we have seen this average correction of minus 20%. that has been the benchmark and that has been the standard during this cycle. And right now we have already seen that kind of minus 20% correction. We could just be dumping a little bit lower and see like a minus 21% correction like we have seen in our first correction. But yeah, I do not think I'm going to be getting liquidated. I do think my position is going to be safe. And I do think that we are coming very close towards this end of this huge consolidation we are forming in the longer term. But anyways, with that being said, make sure to be following me over on Twitter to stay up to date about every single market development. And guys, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.